Let's take a trip down memory lane and talk about the great pizza robot wars of the last 20 or 30 years. I'm, of course, talking about the rivalry between Showbiz Pizza and Chuck E. Cheese. If you're not familiar with how this works, here's a short clip. Chuck E. Cheese! I lied to you, Xander. I did know what that was. So no, that's not how. That's a clip from Five Nights at Freddy's. So did you guys grow up with Showbiz Pizza or Chuck E. Cheese at all?
Yeah, in the Midwest, it was just Chuck E. Cheese, though. That's
all
that we had.
Well, see, I grew up in Southern California, and I don't think I've ever been to a Showbiz. It was always just Chuck E. Cheese. It was the jam.
That's what I saw too. Well, I think of it, a lot of the Showbizes eventually became Chuck E. Cheese after a very circuitous route of betrayal and backstabbing and robots and pizza and worse pizza. It's an interesting story. It starts with Nolan Bushnell in 1977. He's the founder of Atari and Pong, and this is during a time when Atari is blowing up and they are doing so well. And he wants to think of a new way to, to market, to capitalize on the arcade trend that's going on. And a good way to pull in families, to trick them, is to give them free entertainment. That's particularly the animatronic performers. And this was billed as being animatronics outside Disneyland. This is incredible, everyone. Everyone should come here. So he teamed up with Bob Brock, the chairman of Brock Hotel Corporation, one of the largest franchisees of Holiday Inn. And they decided to work together. Eventually, Bob Brock realized that animatronics that were made by Aaron Fletcher were way better than what Bushnell had from Atari. So he was like, you know what? I'm taking this idea to him. We're going to make it happen. And Bushnell was feeling very betrayed, stabbed in the back by his robot friend, and it started a war between Showbiz and Chuck E. Cheese. And they both ended up losing eventually.
Yeah.
So they went back and forth with, wins and losses. We have Bushnell selling Chuck E. Cheese to Warner. Warner's like, I don't want to franchise this. He's like, fine, I'm buying it back. I'm starting my own pizza robot restaurant. And then he bought it back, and then people were saying, well, Showbiz is better because more toward adult audiences, but Chuck E. Cheese has better pizza, so what do we do?
My favorite part, I think, about this is that Bushnell and Brock are like going at it, and they're like, "Oh no!" And then here's Fletcher over there, like, "I'm making robots, and this is so much fun."
That was his main goal. Yeah. He was like, "This is awesome. I get a 20% cut of this. I get to fund everything I do. I'm going to make better and better Rock-afire explosion shows," which is the name of the band at Showbiz Pizza, which you may recognize from many music videos, such as Electric Feel.
There was an Usher one,
I think there's a Nine Inch Nails song.
Yes, yeah.
It's creepy. So this was going pretty well back and forth until around 1983 when things for Atari started going badly. So the market was full of these not-so-great games. Atari famously had to bury a lot of them in New Mexico. That is a great documentary, by the way. I highly recommend you watch it. It's really interesting. So they went back and forth as to who was winning and losing. Eventually, Showbiz Pizza, Fletcher pulled out and said, fine, I'm taking my characters away and they're going to live on in movies and television, which famously did not happen. and then they had to retrofit Showbiz Pizzas when the Chuck E. Cheese company bought them, and it was a real creepy process called concept unification. Here's a quick look at how that works.
Next will be Billy Bob. First his overalls, then mask, body fur, hands, left foot and foam ankles, and then his right foot, which will need to be unbolted.
Xander watched that video beginning to end, and he knows exactly how to concept unify
I'm so excited.
any of those restaurants. It is so
You
creepy.
encounter a bear robot.
Right.
You'll know to start with which foot first
The left
and
foot,
why.
because the other one is bolted down. So
Yeah.
you're going to make sure that you do it right.
So things changed over the years. Chuck E. Cheese is obviously the winner now, or at least controlling this brand of restaurants. I don't win or lose. I mean, it's subjective. And now Chuck E. Cheese is a mouse, and now he's little, and it's like, what is going on? But if you're making money, more power to you, I guess. Not really my kind of restaurant, but sure, do your thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's funny that back in the day, one of the battles that they were having was not just between the robots, but the quality of the pizza. Which I'm like,
Yeah.
are you really going to Chuck E.
Showbiz
Cheese?
Pizza was apparently more bland. I'm going to make a weird statement and say I love Chuck E. Cheese pizza.
Really?
The last time I had it, which is, by the way, years ago, I
Sure.
remember it being delicious.
I think all pizza is amazing when you're a little kid, though.
Yeah, it's
Am I
hard to
wrong? It's
screw
like,
up. Yeah.
it's always going to be good. It's pizza, and you've got like dancing, performing robots. Like, it's a win for everybody.
Yeah.
Well, it has a good place in my mind as being good pizza. If they did delivery, I would try it again. Or actually, no, let's just go find a Chuck E.
What if it was
Cheese.
delivered
No, I don't
by
think we're
robot
allowed in.
animals?
Yeah, let's do it.
We need kids.
Well, you know what? We'll kidnap some children. You know
Okay,
what?
here
We'll
we
talk
go.
about this
We
off
got this
camera.
on camera.
This is another episode where I managed to incriminate myself on air. Audience, what do you think about the robot pizza wars? It's an interesting story. You should definitely watch that whole creepy video if you can.
Yes.
About how it went down. Do you have
Highly
fond memories of either? Let us know below in the comments, and please be sure to subscribe for more. I will not kidnap anyone.